Black screen. Okay, there it is. Oh. Blinking light. Okay, just stop, but I think I can make it. Yeah, see that car just went to. All right. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. August 13th. Wednesday the 13th. Call someone. Call the Addams Family. Or something. Call Netflix. Might as well call Mary Poppins while you're at it. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. But that's about true 97% of the time. So that's good. I saw varying reports about the weather today. There was a threat of thunderstorms in the afternoon, but now it seems to be less so. Let me check actually while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe now after 7 p.m. No, wait, after 4 p.m. Well, actually, wait, no, the threat of thunderstorms still actually... The chance of rain is very low until closer to the evening, even though the little rain droplets start after 2 p.m. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, let's get back into this. I see Luke Skywalker, multi-platforming. Good morning. Good morning to nobody. That is a name, if anybody's wondering, in the YouTube chat. Hobson Lopez, good morning. Mike Dior, good morning. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning. Molly Chamber, good morning. Ron Gerstein, good morning. Be Love Creative, good morning. Michael Kaminsky, good morning. John Jock, good morning. John Akes, ooh, lights in our favorite. John Akes, good morning. Victoria Morrison, morning. Luke Skywalker, also on YouTube. With force, ooh, steamy. With force projection, can be on many places at the same time. That's, you know, that would be cool if Luke Skywalker, as his final act, was able to make like a Luke Skywalker army. You know, like 1,000 Skywalkers. I feel like that would be worth, you know, using up the rest of your life force or whatever. Anyway. Florian Schwartz, Cooper Time, Com Burners, GPEL X, Ozzy Joanne, Lynn and Graham, Michael Franco, Zither99, Conrad Dobler, Tomoko in Yokohama. Tony, good morning. Jock Moore, good morning. Shanetta Elliott, good morning. Ron TV is here. I gotta separate the Rons, more than one. A grande latte and a scone. Couldn't some people call it a scone or something? Anyway, Strawberry Fields is here. We missed you Monday, but that's okay. You're here now, and that's all that matters. What is that Lord of the Rings saying? Well, not a wizard is never late. They arrive precisely when they mean to, or something. Anyway, you know what I mean. Oh man, I'm behind. You're the best. Catalunya, good morning. There's a few things we got to talk about. I think I've already forgot one of them. So that's bad. Huh. Happy UK, good morning. Gerard Sedan, good morning. Bear in the Garden on Twitch. Good morning. William D'Angelo. Good morning. Lobo87. Good morning. Ron Nelson. It was 3 Rons. Oh man. I can't keep it all straight in my head. That is the default Strawberry Fields, but sometimes we deviate. Stefan Schober with 46 months of membership. Now that's wild. Thank you for that super support, Stefan Schober. And have a great day as well. Caesar in Santiago. Good morning. Doomsday tonight, good morning. Bear in the Garden now on YouTube, good morning. Lee, good morning. Oleg Zhulaev, good morning. Shruti Samant, good morning. Hello. MM, hello. George H., good morning. Tincho Arietta wonders if it's high season. Now, what does that refer to exactly? I'm not familiar with everything. What does it mean to be high season? Is it like high tide, high holidays? What's high season? I just don't know. I'm dumb. Help me out. William D'Angelo, good morning. Twisted E. Paulette Shark. Eager to see the animals this Friday to see if there's a name change coming up. Good morning. Sarah Paramore, good morning. We're getting closer. Twisted Angvid on Twitch with another sub on a 10-month streak. Thanks for the continued support there as well. 85 Chicago Bears is here too on Twitch. Hello. Stefan? My goodness. Michael Scott Howard, good morning. Yeah, one of the things that I've ingrained into my soul is you're never on time. You're either early or you're late. And if you think about it, to be on time, you gotta be there precisely like 00 in terms of seconds. I mean, I guess you could really get it further subdivided into milliseconds, but that's hard to manage. So unless you're arriving precisely opening that door at 00 seconds, you're early or you're late. And I prefer being early than late. RJ, hello. Good morning. Steve Parker, good morning. Jacqueline, good morning. Colleen, good morning. I'll do fine keeping the prawns separate. Do worlds collide if you get too close to each other? Bear in the Garden has some extra animals prepared for next Tuesday, as long as all goes to plan. High season is peak holiday period? Oh. I mean, then definitely not. There's nothing holiday related right now. We're right by Sucks Fifth Avenue. They've got this, I still have a feeling, even though it doesn't completely block the facade of the building, I have a feeling Saks Fifth Avenue is going to use this scaffolding as an excuse not to have a proper light show again. Now I know, we're not entitled to a light show or whatever. I guess we can cross. But they've kind of made us expect it, so it's their fault. Or something, you know what I mean. I can divide by 0. Neil the Blaze, good morning. No more cars. So let's see if I'll be right about it. I've said it a few times already. Let's see if I'll be right about Saks Fifth Avenue and the light show this year. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. Because when they do it and they put effort into it, it ends up being very nice. The light show tariffs, yes. Something about the bulbs or something. Oh yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, Michael Scott Howard. Now I don't know where they're getting their predictions from, but there was some sort of weather report released predicting the winter this year, and apparently New York is currently slated to have above average snow. Oh, there's people outside the Nike store. I guess there's some new kicks coming out today. I have a feeling those waiting in line are not here to have the shoes. They're here to resell the shoes. That's just my guess. is most likely resellers just reselling the shoes. Most likely. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, we're here in the winter. We're going to see if it's going to snow more than prior winters. We've been rather minimally snowed on in the last few years. The biggest snowstorms have still been in that initial winter 2020 period. Well, we got a few decent ones, actually. Now we gotta wait and see what's gonna happen this year. Well, thank you for reminding me. That reminds me of the topic that we have to discuss today. At least one of them. Oh, another bot on Kick. I think Luke Skywalker last time inadvertently banned the non-bot. I just happened to unban them. I think it was Dave E. But no worries. Yeah, above average does not necessarily mean better, right? It just means happening more frequently than on average. Getting stuck over here a little bit. All right. The other thing I want to talk about is apparently there's a new. Let me catch up fully. I don't know how new it is either, but let's catch up. Demi wonders if it's live, bro. Why don't everyone decides to just throw bro out? Unfamiliarly. It's one of the lesser de-evolutions of the language. Oh, that was the Farmer's Almanac? Ugh. Okay, so the Farmer's Almanac might as well be a Ouija board or something. I should not have gone out this way. Oh well. I should have enough time before the cars start. But I couldn't tell what the construction folks were doing. That thing was pulled up into the sidewalk. All right. Casey Blazer. The lights will be set up when the switch embargo ends. Oh boy. Evangelist in Denmark. Good morning. The stats. Also, many of these papers, the stats and numbers can easily be manipulated in favor of whatever the paper's trying to push. Unfortunately. I can make this. There's enough of a delay. Just gotta get past the middle, because then the cars on the other side still have to get over here once the light changes. All right. Yvette Parkinson, good morning. Oh. Are you okay? Okay. All right. Somebody tripped on a curb and fell, but they were okay. I took the camera off of the neck mount. Okay, sorry. Where was I? Gabriel Druda de Vegas in Brazil. Hello. Demi is wondering if most apartments have parking spaces. You know, it's interesting the places people do research for moving from different countries or whatever. Is it a random live stream of a guy walking in New York the place to get those kinds of answers? The answer is no, by the way, but anyway. Well, this is the Grand Army Plaza South here. Again, it looks like I'm still behind on everything. BMO. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Okay. A lot of pigeons today by the William Tecumseh Sherman statue. The building with the trees, you probably mean the Trump Tower, has the little terraces in the corner. I actually like that part about that building myself. The earliest snowfall? I can't remember. Probably November. I don't really remember personally October snowfalls. It probably wasn't super significant if it did. But it can happen, it's just pretty rare. Oh, I missed that message too, Mary. I passed that a while ago already. That must have been like 6-7 minutes ago. I mean, it's already kind of like a known. I think that hypothesis is just easily proven. But yeah, I could tell you that from looking at my stats. Yeah, never lived in a building with parking spaces. Yeah, it's very, especially in Manhattan. You may have a garage attached to your building, like under the building. But even then, it's very rare that you're going to get an apartment parking spot with your apartment. You may get a discount in the garage. So instead of paying $1,000 a month for a parking spot, you'll pay like $700. Again, all depending on your area. Oh, which one did I lose? Ooh, I lost a good one. I lost Verizon. That's not good. We'll see if it snows this fall, Stephen Brown. I mean, this winter with that new prediction, but if that came out of the Farmer's Almanac, they might as well have pulled it out of their rear ends. Maria, good morning. Yeah, last Halloween was pretty warm. Yeah, and Uber and Lyft's are last resorts, NYCD. But you know. I'm going to open my backpack for a second, just before we pull into the park. I was hoping for no issues today. And most of these benches have dedications on them. So for example, this one is in memory to Inez Rolfs, a friend of Central Park. I forget how much it is to, I think there's different prices to erect a new bench and to also put a dedication on an existing bench. Though I don't know how much space there is left to put up new benches or where they would do it. But I remember there being a different price. Just the number is around 10,000 for a bench dedication as far as I understand. Let's see. Yeah, that one seems to have petered out. Okay, I'll just reboot it and then we'll wait. I wish there was I feel like I can't do that. That's too much. Like for a faster reboot, I feel like I just need to have something in my pocket. Like whether it's a hub or an extension or something. I don't know, probably it's too much. Too many more points of failure that way. All right. Anyway, Central Park Zoo. Techless Litton, good morning. Mers wonders how things are, Kaktula. Not bad, how are you? Ron Gerstein has a $137.50 a month parking spot. Now that's bargain. That's a bargain. But I guess it's also how far into Queens. Oh, we speak Listeria very well. Justin S., good morning. Mary E. O'Connor, hello. All right, what were we supposed to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Walking is what we want to talk about. All right, let's look into the park first. California sea lions swimming around, doing their California sea lion thing. All right, at least they're here and not missing again. Ivy, hello on Twitch. They have Japanese snow monkeys at Central Park Zoo. Yeah, they do have a few different monkeys here. Are those the ones that are like in the middle of the water, like a little island here? I forget if that's the exhibit. Mary can't chat live. Well, I saw you see your messages, so it seems to be working. It seems to be working. I mean, there's no real plans for the front page other than to do the 5 boroughs. We're still on track. I just hope there's no tech failures. Turkey and avocado ramp. How's New York? Good for me. It's good for me. Okay, here's what I wanted to talk about. So, I don't know when it started, but it only just crossed my feed, which is a little bit strange. I feel like it should have crossed my feed sooner. But there's more than one TikTok channel that rates the walkers of New York City. Now, they never consulted the walking expert, though. Now, I'm pretty humble about most things, but I think my walking is not one of them. I very well may be the best walker ever to exist. That's right. You heard it here first. Anyway, there's one, I think by one guy, I think his name is Matt Bass. And the other one seems to be an advertisement for some walking rewards app. WeWard, I think is the name. But anyway, they go through all the etiquette that I mentioned on this channel about people walking on the sidewalk. You know, a group walking shoulder to shoulder, taking up the full width of the sidewalk, walking too slow, stopping in the middle of the street, looking at your phone, like wandering as you, veering as you walk without paying attention. I think Matt Bass is the name. At least that's the one that's not an advertisement for some app. If anybody wants to look into it. I am the best, says Luke. Validation, thank you. Just all the elements of walking in New York. Walking etiquette. I missed your message, Strawberry Field. Sorry, I'm just catching up now. Nova, hello. Big as a walk, Sean knows about everything. Everything. But again, a good morning to the Bagels and Walk Sean of Central Park Wildlife and Upper East Side fame. Whew. It's quite humid today. Maybe it's just going to rain. At least it feels humid. What does the GPT say? 87, yeah. Thanks, Elliot. Married to you in Maine, hello. We've been to Maine before. We had a good time in Acadia. Oh man, William, I hope everything still goes to plan. I don't want you to have canceled everything for no reason.
I want to tell her that multiple hypotheticals. I would rather just spend... No, he's fine all that way.
Marion C., good morning. That's right, Ron. I am one of them. That's right, Strawberry Fields. A laden commuter. Remember, I've been weighted training this entire time. Free me of my backpack, I have no limits. Like Rock Lee from Naruto. Like if I were to drop this backpack right now, I'd be at Bethesda Fountain. You'd think there was a buffer because I would just appear there. Marcine wants 100K subs. You and me both. I would love that plaque. Hopefully we'll get there one day. But everyone goes at their own pace. At a medium pace. I mean, apart from our walking. Who? Who is that? Is that a real streamer or did GPT hallucinate? Eric the Electric? Oh man, if I don't even know who that is, if they are really big, then I'll feel bad. My backpack anchors me? Yeah, probably. But when I do take it off and start moving, I do feel like I'm floating. How many steps a day? Depends. Today I'll probably end at like 25,000. Wednesday's a bigger walking day. Our Mondays used to be pretty big, but we've lost our long commute, at least for now. Erie, good morning. Anyway, someone else take a look at this guy, Matt Bass, I think his name is, or WeWard, which is again an advertisement for some apps, so that's the disclaimer. And see if you agree with their takes on walkers and walking etiquette in New York. We don't always go through all the different steps of it during every stream, but if you were to combine my list of peeves, pet or otherwise, we'd probably hit all the same points. Alright, we might have a little buffer down here as we do at times, which is what it is. There's a guy in the pool, the fountain. Oh, Stream Hub, welcome back. There's that glitch. I was expecting it, and it happened. It's okay. At least I warned you. You might be collecting the coins. How do they feel about social constructs? That's true. That's a big theme of this channel also. Walking etiquette is also a social construct, but it's one of the ones that makes sense. That's right, Strawberry Fields. They are repairing the area of the High Line that I damaged by falling a few years back. Someone's got to find that and clip it. We need to add it to the highlight reel whenever I finally get around to that. Maybe if I'm off next week, I can actually do something like that and get ready for these things. We'll see. Someone's on our Bow Bridge doing some sort of report right now. It wasn't a glitch, it was a feature, that's right. Well, that's what they do these days with the news guys. They just send them out with their own camera and a tripod and just do it yourself. And then send it over. The 2 Feet Outdoors guy. I did see that video where he spent 24 hours in Central Park. I don't know if he's going to get himself in trouble. Apparently he's already dealing with some legal issues. I mean, in terms of what he does, he's very respectful. He leaves a place cleaner than when he finds it. But he's also not supposed to be in Central Park at night. I don't know if that's going to cause any trouble for him. And he's essentially documenting his own, breaking of the rules. So I guess we'll see what happens there. But yeah, still interesting to watch. Yeah, you could walk across this. It's not always safe, but you'll still see people do it. In terms of when the water freezes here, I wouldn't. Oh, are we going to see a meteor shower? Probably not here, though. Can never see anything cool here, except an eclipse. Yeah, trespassing, I guess, if anything. I mean, as far as I know, the most they can do if they find you in the park after hours is just kick you out, right? But I don't know. Also, in terms of like going on some of these, like I think North Brother Island is another one where you're not supposed to go on. And I think people have made videos of doing that too. So who knows? But most likely trespassing. I think that's already is something that he's dealing with, a trespassing charge. But yeah. Mark Allen, good morning. I think I'm in the clear in terms of the poison ivy encounter. I visited my mom on Long Island this past weekend. Did I talk about it on Monday? I don't remember. But yeah, I inadvertently went into poison ivy, but then realized it very quickly, and so washed everything off. And it seems like it was effective. If it hasn't shown up in 5 days now, I think we're okay. Oh, the Perseid meteor shower already peaked. It's over. Yeah, every Wednesday, Mary, we walk this way up Fifth Avenue and past to the cathedral, St. Patrick's. Eventually, as the time of day in daylight decreases, we'll be here essentially in the dark in Central Park. We may encounter the raccoons again. It's been a while. Grivy, good morning. Yeah, because poison ivy is again delayed hypersensitivity type 4. So it could take from as little as a few hours to a few days to show up. It's the oil, depending on where you're from. This little rock climbing mini wall. Nemesis. All right. We haven't gone down into this little gazebo boat landing area, though I don't think anybody actually ever tries to come off the boat here. I mean, you wouldn't get your deposit back. Did they take your ID also? I don't remember. Oh, the moon is out. Oh, now Google is peaking. It's peaking 12th and 13th. Interesting. Yes, this is where matcha's from. So you just got to take a little scoop. Oh, the one thing that I wonder about that guy's video, he used one of those life straws that's supposed to filter out a lot of stuff, like by, you suck water through it with a lot more pressure and it's supposed to use whatever stuff is in that straw to filter out the bad stuff. But he did that with Central Park, like algae water, like this exact water here, because he was on a boat when he did it. And I don't know about that. That seems like a bad idea. Like I don't know that it has any special algae mechanisms. Anyway, we always look here at Billionaires Row, very importantly. Yeah, I'm not sure if that life straw is meant for Central Park algae water. I'm not an expert on it, but I wouldn't. Even if they said it's okay, I wouldn't. Quinoa, algae water, and cold cuts. Very positive response by GPT Nightbot combo. Oh, yeah, this is the change. Because Walk Sean mentioned that the lights in Central Park are no longer actually changing from like red, green, and yellow. It just blinks yellow now. This is the new feature. So yellow, blinking yellow usually means like yield to pedestrians, right? Like whenever there's pedestrians in a crosswalk. But I don't think anyone's gonna yield, if I were to guess. I don't think anyone's going to yield. At least the red light, you can, say, come on, it's a red light. We got a green light, you got a red light. It's basics. Now the gray zone of blinking yellows. Sterling, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Ambrose is here, good morning. It means non-stop caution, yeah. Like when it's non-stop, it's just gonna be ignored. Uh-oh, why am I encoder blank out? I guess I won't know until a minute or two if it actually is crapping out on me or not. Still seems to be here. Okay, no, we're still here. That was strange. I'm assuming when that happens, like that means one of my connections glitched out, and I think the encoder, the Bella Box display, uses one of the connections for stability. And then if that one connection that it's using does glitch out a little bit, it takes a moment to switch to another connection. That's when I get that interface page timeout for a moment. That's my guess anyway. Of Infinite Jest, hello. Do the sprinkler. Boober is here. Good morning. RJ, have a good one. Yeah, Acadia was fun when I went there. Alright, we're on Central Park West now, walking north. I feel like I've slowed down a bit. It's humidity. Soul City Pops is back. Good morning. Paulie, good morning. We've always got jokes about this little place across the Hudson. It's a theme. The driving, the smells. Oh, does that area have a cruise ship docking area? Interesting. I didn't even know that. I guess that means we were not invaded when we were there. I will go west. Is the AC saga over? Well, I don't know yet. This morning I heard the water sensor beeping in baby Commuter's room, which was a very loud and obnoxious beep. And baby Commuter slept right through it. So I didn't want to deal with it too much because it would have been a lot more noise for me to actually see if it's just a little more humid. So I just pulled out the sensor, and it was a little damp. And I turned off the air conditioner in there. She'll be up in like another 20 minutes. Well, no, she's probably already awake. So it doesn't really matter. And then I'll take a look later to see what was happening and if I have to call back the company. But it's been fine otherwise. There hasn't been any more like water inside the panel, which was the most concerning. But I also did my own sealing at some point. I sealed up all the gaps. I got my own foam, I got my own tape. I just said, forget it. I'll do it. I'll do it myself. And actually that made a big improvement. Oh yeah, if you do move there, Strawberry Fields, you can name all the ships. Yeah, I don't know how she did it. That's probably the thing. She was born here. I still had to come here when I was 7 years old. So she has the New Yorkness ingrained from birth, and from the oven too. You know, being from being baked here as well. I don't know. There's 10 seconds left to cross. I could do it. Oh, we don't need to be in too big of a rush. What time is it? 7:07. Yeah. Let's just go. If we miss this, we won't walk by Jerry Seinfeld's garage, which I think he still has. Oh, I cannot deal with the smoke alarm beeping. I hate that sound so much. I actually just swapped out one of our alarms because I had one from the last apartment that was a smart detector that hooks into smart things, with a replacement for the Nest Protect one. I think it's from First Alert, SC5, but it also is able to integrate with Google Home. And it has a lot of batteries inside. Let's see how long, and they're weird batteries too, so let's see how long that lasts. Ambrose wants to see Jerry Seinfeld's garage so bad, or so much. Well, good news. We made it. So it should be around here somewhere. I wonder how, I think someone's done a tour of it before, right? It's like, how big is it? How many cars can it hold? I think this is it right here. This one. I think. And the most annoying thing, and I've seen this on more than one occasion now, is when some YouTubers who have a decent following, and more than one, post videos recorded in their places, and you could hear that rhythmic smoke detector beep when it's low on batteries. And they're putting it out there. It's like, man, like, you, at least you have to live with it. Now we all have to listen to it while we watch these videos. Am I a little too petty? Yes. Am I still right? Yes. Is that true about Seinfeld's garage here in the city? I mean, I don't know how much does he have to pay for that thing? I'm sure all his Seinfeld royalty residuals could cover it with no problem. But man. Huh, drum lessons? No. We keep asking her what instrument does she want to play, and she's been saying violin, so maybe we'll try that out this year. I don't know why she wants violin out of all instruments. I did play it at some point, so I think she knows I have one. Oh, I'll find it, Justin. We just walked by his garage. That's exactly what we walked by, Elliot. Yeah, right, Strawberry Fields? I've said it before. How you do anything is how you do everything. Oh, Bear in the Garden found my Highline fall. Oh, it's just been over a year? January 6th, 2024. Impressive. Clip it. Violins on television is not good for the kids. That took me a moment. I have to say, it took me a moment, but I understand it now. It took me a minute, though. I got there eventually. Oh, you know what? I think we need to go back one avenue over. We need to walk by the mattress store for old time's sake. I mean, how do you know how many cars that garage holds, Elliot? The garage opens up into an underground, like, labyrinth, from what I've seen before. It's not like a one-door garage that's there. It's like a ramp that goes down and deep. We also don't know if GPT is correct in the 150 car number. I feel like you can't trust GPT when it gives you numerical answers. fall, autumn. Will I fall during the fall? We shall see. Mystic Fear, thanks for the follow. I'll pick another street to go back east. We gotta walk by the mattress store. Wait, how did you use your speed proofreading skills? You had to, because you have to sift through videos, right? Unless what you could do is you could open every video in the winter at the same time and like keep them all playing simultaneously and parse where each sound is coming from. Which tab out of 50 tabs. I mean, I don't really know, like, are you Googling any of this stuff? Because, like, why do I have to resort to Googling while I'm streaming? Like, every first photo all shows the same garage. Like, can you actually look it up before saying things and actually tell me where the address of the above ground garage? But there's a garage there, but it's for regular paying cars, not Seinfeld's collection. Anyway, just please. Let's see. They'd be good on Twitch, right? Especially. Mighty Bull is here. Good morning. Oliver, good morning. Am I gonna have trouble here? Jim Barrows, good morning. I mean, thank you, Elliot, but please, you know. That's true, Strawberry Fields. Oh, let's go while they're waving us through. Thank you. All right. Mary, have a good one. Thanks for checking in. Happy Hump Day, Rebel Row. At least I'm off next week, officially. Todd, good morning. Yeah, I mean, Seinfeld, the whole show was just the right place, the right time, the right people. It just had every element needed to become huge. And it happened. Yeah, Luke, I'm happy to be off during the launch too, but if it was like last year, the announcement should have been today. and then it would have come out next week. So he could have actually gone to get it during my week off, which is what I prefer, you know? Which is what I prefer. Because at least, you know, when I'm working and the announcement happens, I'm already going to be by a computer anyway. But now I'll have to kind of be there and be ready for the pre-order on my own. Yeah, same one, Luke, same one. If I had an unlimited budget, what car would I get? I don't know. Unlimited? I don't think I would do an electric car. It's just too annoying in the city right now. But like, I don't really have any inclination for like supercars or whatever. I don't know. I always say my perfect New York City car would just be like a Toyota Prius. Just a simple hybrid. Arlene wants to see 7-Eleven convenience stores. That's oddly specific. Why though? That's my question. Is it on Amsterdam or Columbus? I don't remember. I think it's on Columbus. The mattress store. It's been so long. If you're on Discord, Bear in the Garden just posted a link to the fall on the High Line. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, Row. Me dropping on the High Line, the Pixel 10 coming out. Don't know. Will Turner, good morning. Welcome back. Avril Stephen Loki, good morning. Look at 150 Priuses, that's right. I thought they're not really supposed to use the sirens so much when the lights are green. I'm not sure. Pure Flamingo, thanks for the follow. Bookman. And your name is Bookman? That was a fun episode. Let's see. I think it's on the next block over. Yeah, it is on the next block over. Okay, we gotta go one more. One more to the right. If we want to challenge the mattress store. It's been so long. Okay, I guess we'll take one of these streets over one more block. So you return all your books now, right, Ambrose? On time. Can garbage ever get crushed in such a way by the compactor in the back of these trucks that something could shoot out? That's like one of my mini fears. I know it like scoops it inward, but I wonder if, like, you know, the bag gets stuck a certain way, a lot of pressure over there. Can you just shoot out? Some nice buildings here. You know what the problem is with the 19th? It's before our T-Mobile data gets renewed. Oh well. Oh, those are some nice hibiscus flowers. Look at those. Wow. 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 Hey, we should be able to cross the street anywhere here. This is a fig tree. Yeah, look, these are figs. Figs on a fig tree. Who knew? Oh gosh. Oh, Cat Yellow's here? Did I miss Cat Yellow's entrance? No. Alright, we're getting closer to the mattress store of old. We do have to cross the street to fully appreciate its service blocking capabilities. So they never put anything else in that Asian restaurant spot. I think it was a Chinese restaurant there before. I can't remember though. That little white house on the corner across the street diagonally. Still nothing there, but we gotta go to that side of the street to prepare for the mattress of doom. Allie's here. Good morning. Just a lone structure here. I'm surprised nobody's like bought this space yet to try to build something else larger. There's that humidity, 87%. Anyway, the mattress store has some scaffolding around it now. Although I think we've walked by it since it had that scaffolding come back, right? I don't remember anymore. Quinoa salad again. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. A truly tasty combination. Well, here's the mattress store. Now that I actually have full bitrate, like watching, I'm not seeing any bit rates dropping anymore, so I don't really know what that was back then. I wonder if we switched back to the same system we used back in the day, if we'd have the same issues. We're crossing too. I go back west. Taxi careening on through. I don't remember seeing this before. Welcome to the Big Apple. A little Big Apple bench here. Must have been here for a little while now. Balanced diet. Oh, GPT. It was a front. It was a front. The mattress store. This is a pretty narrow sidewalk. Purple Monkey Dishwasher, thanks for the follow on Twitch. balanced bowl. Again with the quinoa. And again, each of the queries to GPT are not related to any other query. So it's a fresh new search. And it just seems to default to quinoa. Not because it's learning from the channel. It's not. You'd have to use the hashtags to continue the same thread. Fit Camp, hello, welcome back. Yeah, if you're a mod and you can see the Discord, you should be able to get the link to Bear in the Gardens clip and then repost it on the stream. The rice emoji? Interesting. It's not technically a grain. Oh man, now we're getting technical. Backyard life, hello. Good morning. Is that a name change from something else before, or am I just off my game? Which is very possible. I've gone on some sort of like instant coffee binge recently. Like I know we have a proper coffee machine. We haven't started using it yet. We're supposed to since we moved to the new apartment. That's what we're waiting for. So it's out on the counter. It just hasn't been used. But I thought like, okay, where's the best instant coffee? Where can I find out of all the instant coffees they have, which one's the best? Because I thought like they were all the same, and I've been doing that Taster's Choice from Nestle for a while, and that one's been pretty fine. But then like the store didn't have it, and I said, all right, let me just get one of these like Folgers or Maxwell House. It was like the worst thing I ever tasted. And so I started reading into it. And there's a lot of different instant coffee brands. And so I'm starting to find, I bought like 5 of them, and I'm going to compare them all and see which one I like the best. Workroom, good morning. I'll tell you which ones I bought. Let me look at my Amazon history. There's a leaf blower on that side. I don't want to be there. Okay, where is it? Okay, we got Nescafe Gold Espresso Intense. So I read some good things about that one. If you like the Taster's Choice version of their instant. I got an Illy instant coffee, which I also have already tried. That one's pretty good. This one I haven't tried yet. This one I haven't tried yet. Vittoria Freeze Dried instant coffee was okay. And then I have a Bustelo instant and a Moccona instant that I haven't tried yet. So there's a few that we're still pending taste test on. But yeah, no more capsules for me. The Nespresso official capsules are expensive, and the third-party ones were awful. And that was from like 7 years ago. But yeah. When I was in China, I really enjoyed. It was the first time I had them. Well, you can get them anywhere really. Those 3-in-1 Nescafe. The only problem with it is it includes cream and sugar. And I don't normally put sugar in my coffee, but it was like having a dessert every time. It's like, I'm on vacation. Let me have this super sweet coffee. It was very tasty though. How quickly do I go through coffee? Not fast, but I just want to try the best. I want to try them all and figure out which one I like the most for me. I've went through them all. Twisted, Epaulet, Shark Angled, and the convenience of getting up at 5 a.m., just hitting boil on the water pot and just pouring that in is it's hard to beat. These days it's just a usually a hot cup of black coffee. Although sometimes if work has a machine, I'll make one of those cappuccinos with their nice machines. I think we're back on Broadway now. We are. I mean, in terms of all the ones I've tried, not like the ones that are better tasting, not a huge difference between them. It was just more of how surprised I was at how bad Folgers and Maxwell House are. It's like very surprised. That's right, Chi-Chi. I'm not to be trusted. Also, good morning. I'd like to go to Taiwan. We've had those matcha bubble teas. But even like when you have to make matcha yourself, it's like a whole process. So for me, the whole boiling, the one button is the easiest with no cleanup. That's the other thing, the cleanup. At least with the capsules, there's no cleanup. But if you let coffee grinds sit too long, that'll grow some fungus. You know, I wonder about that scaffolding. I guess we'll find out in the weeks to come. Newman's Organic. Haven't found that one yet. Mocha shakes. Nice. I used to have a Keurig also, but I don't really care for the capsules. They also take up a lot more space than just like a little thing of instant coffee. Like I mean, it's not a huge amount of space, you know what I mean? But each one of those, you can't like store them any super compact way, especially if you want to keep a good backstock. Like, you know, Taster's Choice, about this big. It's like 100 servings. 100 K-cups isn't an insignificant amount of space. Oh yeah, I've tried the Starbucks instant coffee. That one's not bad also. That was a while ago. Are the cups also mini? It's not the machine I'm talking about. It's more the actual cups. Hot or cold, depends on the season. In the mornings, even in the summer, I'll still have my just hot coffee just to make it easier. Sometimes Mrs. Commuter makes cold brew and keeps it in the fridge, and I'll just have that. But yeah. Otherwise, if I were to get a coffee in the street in the summer, it'll be cold. Iced coffee.
Well, I'm on my way to the train now.
made it to our park. Despite all the detours, we're still here. I think even Kirkland has these cold brew cans now you could just buy. Didn't know they had those. My mom had them at the house, at her house, this past week. I guess I'm gonna sit over here. Yeah, the hibiscus flowers are nice here too. They got a pink and red version. Pink, purple, I don't know, whatever hue that is to you. Is he like sharpening a razor or something? How's the commute when it snows? It's different. The sidewalks, so each business or apartment is responsible for the amount of sidewalk that's in front of it to actually clean up. I think they have a certain amount of time they have to create a walkway through. So when it first starts snowing, it's you're just going right through the regular snow. There's no path. I think they're supposed to do it like what, every 4 hours, depending on how fast it's falling. I can't believe how much stuff Kirkland has. Coffee originated in Ethiopia. Isn't it like it's a whole process though to make it, right? I mean, you got to do all this stuff with the beans and roasting and all this, like, to get to the point of it being coffee. It's not like a discovery, right? Like, how do they figure out all that stuff they have to do with it to make it into a cup of coffee? Ooh, raid suggestions today. Good idea. Sarani's World in Durban, South Africa. That's cool. I like that idea. It's a good one, Ingrid. Yeah, chocolate, right? I remember watching a video on that stuff. What a process. What a process. Okay, let me get back into Twitch. Stream manager. This one. Sarah. Sarani's World in South Africa. Ooh, on a beach right now. I'll get that started. Go over here. Do a follow. Okay. All right. Thanks, friends, for joining today. Oh yeah, I do wonder how Walk, Ride, Fly Rob is doing. Haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah, if anybody knows, hope he's doing okay. Loud east to low on the green platform. Anyway, all right, we gotta start our ending credits before the raid goes through. Thanks, friends, for joining today. Hopefully you appreciated the walk. I definitely appreciated you guys joining for this it was a decent pace commute. Midtown, Central Park, Upper West Side, Mattress Store, our old friend. But thanks for the super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, non-subscribers. Thank you too. But if you're listening, not subscribed, and listening to me ramble, that's a double listen. Think about subscribing. No pressure though. We don't do that here. It does help us out a lot though. Twitch friends, thanks for the follows and subs. A sub on Twitch is like a membership on YouTube, a premium level of support. And if you have Amazon Prime, you could use a Prime sub to get rid of ads on Twitch manually once a month. It works. Back to YouTube. Thanks for the thumbs, and thanks to the mods everywhere. Our next scheduled commute is Friday morning, where we'll try to do a couple of bridges. I don't know about any records. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, and that's about it. So until then, have a great rest of Wednesday, Thursday. And I should see you Friday morning for another commute down south towards Chinatown with a couple of bridges sprinkled along the way. Until then, have a good one. Bye. I don't know how long I have to do this because I was told that sometimes I cut myself off when I end the stream, and it sometimes seems